The views and opinions expressed on From the Mouths of Madness are that of the panel and not of the Geeks Under the Influence Network or their sponsors. Listeners, beware.
We're getting ready to cover a movie that we could have technically, I guess, done a killer or filler on, but it's only a name.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, that would be about it.
Right.
And there's been so
but
many.
Technically, if we wanted to do it that way, because we never talked about the OG.
Yeah.
But, like, it's really not. It's really just a name only.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other piece of shit with Tom Cruise, that was more of the killer. It would have been that.
Never saw that.
Never saw it
So
either.
I'd have to watch that in order to cover it. And then you'd have to go like so many generations of the 30s one to there's just so like why? Just cover this one.
Yeah, exactly. Just cover this one. Man, he really was. He was like, no, I'm not going to give you everything in my version or sequel of another person's property. I'm going to give you it in mine.
It's barely connected in any way to any, like the Tom Cruise one, you could, just from what I pick up from the trailers and the footage I've ever seen, you could sort of connect a little bit to the Brendan Fraser one and stuff like that. This one, it's really just the name and some connections, but it has no relation to anything else.
Well, we're getting ready to dive in and tell you what it is connected to. Tonight on the chopping block, we're going to be talking about the 2026 Lee Cronin film, The Mummy. Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Yep.
Technically, that's the full fucking title, because every time you saw in the trailer, it was like, Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
I think they did that to make sure it stood out from the other The Mummy or the other The Mummy.
That's coming out later next year, I think. It got moved to, 28. Yeah.
I'm just talking about the other two. It's just The Mummy.
Yeah. Just out there being The Mummy. I'm Lowdown.
F.U. Hunter, what's up, you scorpion-swallowing bitches?
God damn it, it came through her fucking throat. Jesus
yum,
Christ.
yum.
No, it poked. She had to pull it out.
Yeah, it popped, and then she had to pull it right back out.
God, could you imagine? Just
fuck that.
And then she had to hold it and say the words.
That was hilarious. Where she's like, say the speech, and she's like, wait, hold on one second. Let me close this hole I have in my fucking throat from the scorpion.
It's like, you know what it reminded me of? Just one of the Patty or Selma is like, the bunions.
Yeah.
But no, I'm sure everyone's probably seen what I thought I was initially crazy for out the gate. Because one of the first things I said walking out from seeing this in IMAX with Groots, which in IMAX, the sound, goddamn.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah, I saw it last night. I was playing IMAX.
Yeah, so it adds so much to that movie. But I was like, Lee Cronin did an Evil Dead movie. And it's a good movie, but we know if you listen to our Evil Dead franchise episode, I rank it as like the bottom of like for what I want from an Evil Dead film.
Yeah.
Really? He was just like, I'm going to give you Deadite level action, but in my Mummy movie.
Did he have this and it was supposed to be Evil Dead movie and then they're like, no, we're doing Burn. So you can make this movie, but you can't call it Evil Dead.
So Rise was announced before Burn, though. So, you mean did he have another Evil Dead movie to do?
Did he have another Evil Dead movie?
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, we're going a different director and a different script.
Well, because remember, they locked in somebody for Burn before Rise came out. So maybe he was in the middle of writing something and then but he only got a contract for one movie. So he's like, he can't be mad at them if they go ahead and hire somebody else, right?
Let's be honest.
It's an Evil Dead movie.
It's an Evil Dead movie.
But it's not. Like, I can watch this movie and get an Evil Dead fix while watching completely different.
Well, and I was going to say is that it's Evil Dead movie, but you just change what brings out the Deadites. Like,
exactly.
Like you just change a few things around and leave in all the fucked up shit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the Mummy fucked up.
And you center it to one character versus it spreading.
Yeah.
Like it would in Evil Dead, right? It's really just her being able, that demon, whatever, I forget the demon's name, being able to reach out, right?
Well, but it's like a slow process because she does reach out in a way and in effect the younger sister and the brother.
That's what
and
I'm saying.
Eventually the grandma.
They viewed it as it was almost like an evil when evil lurks kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it kind of like infects.
Yeah.
Like he infects by tearing away a family.
Or
that's a demon's thing. It tears apart families.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's the big thing is that all the other Mummy movies, it's like,
it's a love story.
Well, the other ones, it's like this, mystical power god or whatever, like, whatever came up with. And this one, no, it's a demon. It's a fucking demon.
It's a fucking demon.
It's a fucking demon.
It's a demon from the Middle East out of the Necronomicon. It's gonna fuck your shit up, dude.
Yeah. It leans much more into Pazuzu from fucking Exorcist
yep.
and how the opening scene in Exorcist, he's in the fucking,
site. He's
site.
an archaeological site,
Yeah.
and it's the giant statue. Oh, demon.
You could almost but just take the reference of that and move it here, and it fits perfectly. Because what happens to Reagan, all of that gets transferred there. What happens with
she starts off fucked up. Like when she gets put in the coffin normal, when she wakes up, she's already fucked up.
Yeah.
Her transformation, she starts from a negative, bro.
But I'm just saying,
those nails they do.
also, she was on site, so it's a little faster the transformation than shit got brought over and then eventually affects her in The Exorcist. This one, she's right there. She's right at the point of entry, all right?
It's like, how the hell was my daughter locked in a coffin for 9 years? It's like a demon was in her.
Yeah. Plus, you didn't have people that were intentionally trying to get her possessed, all right? I'm just saying, Exorcist is like, oh, I found Mr. Happy. Hey,
talk to him through this. Yeah.
And this is like, lady, like, all right, you're going to swallow this motherfucker's vomit, and then you'll just live in this,
But the impetus was the demon got passed into her initially through the bug.
Yeah.
And then I guess after that, when it passes, it's the black goo.
Yeah.
Remember, because that one woman fed her the bug.
It had to be black goo. Like, by the time they show the process, I'm like, yeah, we're already numb to it because we've already seen enough people throwing up on other people in this movie. Yeah.
Yeah. But that passes like Evil Dead, and especially if you go to the 2013 remake, it gets passed through bodily fluid a couple times.
Yep.
So it was almost a callback to Alvarez, right? This film, again, we're making comparisons to these things, but it's still its own film. Like, I never once felt I was watching a wannabe version of the other films. I just saw the attributes from other franchises in this, original film.
I'll just say this: I had so much fun with this.
We're not gonna. Yeah, like it.
It was just one of those things where I was curious, but I didn't think going into this I was gonna get the level of the shit that I like in fucking horror movies in this fucking movie.
No, not at all.
It fucking delivered.
But I'm gonna say now, and I'm thankful for it. This is one of the films I was looking forward to in the best of Ready for 26.
Yeah, you did call it.
I called it, shot. And I was like, but I walked out like, thank fucking God. Right?
You were fucking nervous when we went into it.
We also talked. Oh fuck yeah! Because we also talked about how many times we've been burnt.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I was just like, thank fucking God. Because I'm gonna own this motherfucker.
I couldn't figure out the reference to the director who's made one fucking movie really. And John Carpenter's The Thing. Yeah. Other people like you have that name. By the time it's John Carpenter's The Thing, he had a Halloween. He had Escape from New York.
He had The Fog.
He had enough shit to say John Carpenter's and then the title.
Yeah.
This dude's done one movie.
It was part of a big franchise in horror.
I understand.
Fucking huge franchise, dude.
But you're not Evil Dead's.
No.
And then his name.
No.
It's just his name, which means this is weird. I don't know how I feel about the fact that he has one movie, but I'm glad they did that because now I can reference this specific movie when I say, fucking check out The Mummy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Check out his movie.
Yeah, check out Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. The biggest thing this movie had for me that it's not easy to do continuously is just the level of anxiety and tension. And it's so uncomfortable. The whole I want to say the whole movie. I'll say 75% of the movie I spent uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And people are like, "Oh, I don't want to go to a movie for that." Bro, if I can watch something that has nothing to fucking do with me and it gives me that much of a visceral reaction, the director did a good fucking job along with the cinematographer and the effects art team, right? They did an amazing job if it can affect me like that. Because there's so many close-ups that were so goddamn uncomfortable, dude.
I know.
Like peeling the skin off.
And the sound, the Foley, everything was gooey.
Sound. It was kind of like a substance. Everything had a sound.
Everything.
It was gross. But like when he's peeling it off, and even when he's peeling it apart to read it, because he notices there's writing on it, I'm like, oh God, that's like human goo, bro.
Now, one thing I will say is that some people have already said they had issues with this movie, and one of the big things. But here's the thing. Okay, when you watch Evil Dead movie, don't read from the book. Evil Dead Rise. Don't play the fucking record. But we're not going to get a fucking movie that's happened. When they go to pick up their daughter and she's all fucked up, most people are like, wait, why would you not bring her back? Why wouldn't you just have her stay in a hospital? Because
Yeah.
we wouldn't have a fucking movie then, all right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how else to put it, all right? You had to bring her to the house and have it isolated, no fucking neighbors, no fucking anything else around, and then let the craziness start.
And then, from there, the majority of the film takes place in the house.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a
And not just the house, like I said, you get wide shots, and it's fucking by itself. There's nobody else. Or even it rises is in a building in the city. This one is just desert hills. Like
You're
there's
there,
nothing
buddy.
else around.
You're there.
Yeah.
And just the way the character unfolds, they give some of that in the trailer. Like you just see the demons start to take over. I don't know. It's like it's a slow progression throughout the film, and the daughter's in there and she's trying to communicate. Like they give you something early on about the dad and daughter's relationship where she was learning Morse code for Girl Scouts.
Yeah, Girl Scouts.
Some survival thing, and it shows you them training that, and then she starts gnashing her teeth in the film, right? And he's like at his wit's end, like, "Where's my daughter? What's wrong with her? Why I can't do anything to help her?" And all of a sudden, he hears the SOS,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, you're okay." Like that was such an awesome
I
scene.
was very nervous during that scene.
I thought something was gonna break, dude. The whole scene.
Because
whole scene, dude.
it got more intense and and I was like, so far this movie has not pulled back, and they're just doing a close up on her teeth. I was waiting for it. After bring her back, I'm just like, oh god, are we getting another teeth? And we do in this movie, but it wasn't that scene.
It wasn't that scene. No, that scene. Oh god, it was so close. It would have been so bad.
I know, just because it's just closer and closer, and the chopping's happening faster and faster. I just kept waiting for it.
So she started with the SOS and then proceeded to give a full-on fucking essay on what's going on.
And hey, you should talk to this chick. She's the one that her fucked up mom fucking got me here.
Exactly. Dude, could you imagine this trying
yeah.
Oh god.
And very much in the vein of Possession and Evil Dead, like the demon does not give a fuck about what it does to her. Just fucks her shit up.
No. That's the thing. When people any movie that shows someone surviving a demon possession, even like The Exorcist, as much as I love that film, you're not going to be not broken.
Yeah,
like the fact that Reagan could move as soon as Pazuzu was out, when we clearly saw her go through some shit.
Yeah,
and she could move freely. I'm like, nah, she'd be hurting. Like, 'cause she was stabbing herself, the crab walk, which is not natural. Like, you know what I mean? Her joints, you'd be all fucked up.
Yeah.
Right?
But there's little tricks they do in this. Again, a lot of it takes place in the family house, but it's an older style house. I love they have this fucking, almost miniature kind of, they don't have an attic, but they have, storage space in these little mini closets that go throughout the house.
Oh, yeah. So they have they're traditionally called knee walls, except knee walls might only be on one side of the soffit of a house. So this house, the way the roof's pitched, and they did it all the way around the top of the house.
Cool.
And it's just tall enough where you can almost stand, but you got to hunch. Dude, it's so fucking creepy.
Yeah.
I don't like knee walls. I don't like those as storage spaces. And I think some newer houses do it, but it's predominantly an older house thing. God damn it. Because it's pitch black and it's a flashlight and movement.
Yeah.
And oh, God. It even managed to give us that little bit of a nightmare-esque thing.
Yeah.
Which, that's not this film, but it still gave it to us, right? Yeah. And going back to the tension thing, I did want to point this out because there's other scenes that do it as well. When I say I got that visceral reaction from the film, it happened, and there was never the end result you thought that you were nervous, that you were anxious about happened. So they were able to give you all that and then blue balls you.
Yeah.
And you not be mad about it. You're like, fuck you, dude. Genius.
The biggest surprising factor going into this movie is I squirmed probably about 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm numb to most of this stuff. So you really have to make an effort.
You got to bring it.
To bring some fucked up shit. There's several times I was like, oh, fuck, that's pretty fucking nasty. Yeah.
Yeah. Not.
I love the genius of her using her bodily fluids to just eat away at the floor in her room,
dude.
Because that's all just pus. Throw up.
It was only the once, but it was left there, right? When she first got home,
it looked like that was she would just pull up the blanket or the carpet and do it a couple times. It looked like that was. I don't think it was just one time.
So I remember when the time they showed it, it was a lot, and then they put the car. Remember, because he walked in and was like,
Yeah.
The fuck is that smell?
But
Yeah.
when he lifts it, again, great sound work because it's fucking gross and gooey, and you're like, it's a mixture of blood, pus, and throw up.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Just it's foul.
And you just leave it sitting there after a while, and I guess
I guess the
an older
acids-
house, it will eat away.
Apparently, yeah. Okay, like let's get into that funeral for grandma. Dude.
So they take out grandma. They're like, all right, this she keeps bringing this nasty fucking cross up and irritating the shit out of me. We just need to get rid of her.
Yeah, the way they take her out is cool.
Holy shit.
The way they
so
take
they're
her
like,
out.
all right, take the crucifix. We're going to hang you. No. We're not just going to do that. We're going to fucking throw you out the window. No, we're not going to do that. We're going to throw you out the window, have you smash your car. We're not done with you yet. Because we referenced earlier in the movie, we just called all the fucking random coyotes that are in the area.
Rip her apart.
Go get her. So in a span of like 3 minutes, she's fucking hung, thrown out a window, smashed in her car, and then her, I would guess, sort of life. I mean, there's hanging on by a thread, is torn to shreds
By coyotes.
That's like,
she died
fuck
4
you,
times.
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah.
The night she died 4 times. That's what we're going.
Exactly. And they still did an open casket funeral. What did they have left? That's a lot of fucking like flesh putty fucking going on here.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have an arm, so let's get to it. But yeah, then they have a funeral for her.
That's where we're starting the climax.
This is where we get to the start where the little girl that's been showing signs of being possessed and fucked up, and we just get to her and she's got a little hobby going on. And what is that? She's yanking stuff. Oh, it's her fucking teeth. Yeah. And what is she doing with the teeth? She's not just putting them in a little collection plate.
No.
She's putting them on the deviled eggs.
Yep.
So you're like, okay, that's gross. I trust we'll probably see somebody eat that. Because at this point in the movie, we're like, this movie's just going for it.
Yeah, no, at that point it was expected, okay, fuck, that's going to be foul. Like, that's... And we get more than one shot of people eating them, don't we?
I know the older ladies that were talking shit, which is fucked up, by the way. You go to your friend's funeral just talking shit. But we get the little girl, she's curious. She's like, grandma's mouth seems to be sewed shut. Let's just get all that out. And I was like, okay, where are we going here?
Yeah.
She's already yanked all her fucking teeth out. She loves grandma's newer teeth, dentures, and pulls those bitches out. Amazing fucking shot.
Yeah.
She comes to her parents, smiles. There you go. And you're like, okay, that's fucking crazy. Oh, I guess we're not paying attention to
the
ceiling right in the same area we're having the fucking funeral that's now just disintegrated.
And she's just like literally plowing through, almost like a Marvel movie where they're going into another dimension or something.
Yeah.
Like she just plows through the ceiling. And
she comes through, and then she doesn't plow through. She comes down and then crawls on the ceiling.
Right. She doesn't plow. I meant her like she's able to punch through and then pull it away so she can get out. Now this is where I'm like, I know that walking on the ceiling is commonplace now, but I really got an Exorcist 3 vibe from that.
Yeah, yeah. It looked good.
Yeah.
It wasn't just throwaway shot.
Exactly.
So, but she comes down. You got insanity with the little sister, denture mouth and all that.
That was so creepy.
You got old ladies fucking eating baby teeth.
That, by the way, the denture thing was a cringe point for me. I was like, oh, that was in a dead person's mouth. What the fuck? Like, dude, that creeped me. That's so disgusting. That's
and
so
then
disgusting.
You got main possessed daughter, like, it's chow time, and fucking hop into the fucking coffin and just start chowing down on what's left of grandma.
I guess, which is all that was left.
And you get all the bombing fluid pouring out. That isn't that
green
good?
and
who doesn't somebody drink that too? That's how crazy this movie is. I'm like, wait, is there a part where the embalming fluid gets used as something
projectile
also?
or something?
Yeah. I can't remember because I will be rewatching this movie.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But that scene, there's so much insanity going on. You're like, all right, I'm in. I was already in, but that scene, like, definitely exclamation point.
And I will say, we briefly talked about this before the episode. I enjoyed that scene over the total ending of it.
Yeah, the ending gets kind of Hollywood movie. We've got some money. Let's make it this random fucking CGI sandstorm that shows up as they're trying to get the demon out of the girl.
Yeah.
But you do have, the scorpion getting swallowed and then her ripping it out.
God damn it. That shit was. Ugh.
And you get, goddamn, and this is the most Evil Dead of this, is possessed grandma fucking showing up. And that's the closest you get to a dead-eyed for sure.
100%.
Because she's all fucked up and like,
She had her face eaten off. Like, dude, she's all fucked, dude.
But that's by far the most.
Tell me, the night grandma died 5 times.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Another time. But I like the grandma showing up. I like the scorpion scene, but the heavy CGI effect and like making it very dramatic.
Of a film that had pretty much been practical the entire time.
Yeah.
Like, I can't think of a lot of the horror elements that were CGI prior to this.
It didn't need it.
Yeah.
That's what's confusing. Someone's like, we got to make it more dramatic. Like, no, you don't.
No, you really don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was needed. You didn't need that.
But you do have kind of what seemed like a almost cut, like a after credit scene. That's not after credits.
It should have been an after credit scene.
Where you get the lady that started the whole shit.
Well, so the demon, let's say the demon comes out, the daughter is healed, but the demon gets out and the dad takes it in.
Yeah.
So now the dad's possessed. They got him strapped down, yada, yada, yada. They unstrap him, take him to a hospital where the woman who passed the demon on to the kid 9 years ago or whatever is chained up as a crazy person. They roll in with old dad, and then you just hear some screaming and some fleshy stuff.
Yep.
Which I like that.
It was a very satisfying ending.
Exactly.
It's just weird because the way the movie...
It should have been a post-credit scene.
Because you have where they put the dad in his own tomb, which is a box with fucking chains, and talking to him, you figure like, okay, that's the way it ends, and then we get the scene, but it just goes into no, he's only going to be this for a little while. We're going to get it into this fucked up lady.
Yeah, he'll be back. It's fine. We'll get our dad back. So, I like, because we had a movie full of shock and uncomfortableness and anxiety, that the final scene where the comeuppance are happening, that we just hear it. And I'm like, you know what? That was cool. Like, it didn't bother me that we didn't get to see.
I was satisfied with it because I'm like,
okay.
I saw enough shit.
Yeah.
It's 2 hours and 20-minute movie, and like
a lot of shit.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the only thing that made it feel like 2 hours and 20 minutes was my lack of enjoying the ending as much. Like, I didn't feel like the movie was long until like I feel like just that unnecessary crap started happening.
There's a little bit of stressing, like when she goes missing, that we established that, and then how they're coping, and then years later, and how they're coping. And stuff, and I kind of get, the daughter's missing. I think there's a universal feeling of,
if your kid's missing, you're fucked up.
Yeah, you're fucked up. All right, you're still dealing with it. So we don't need to see years later you're still fucked up.
We know you're fucked up.
We understand.
Yeah,
your kid went missing.
I don't think you can get over your kid going missing.
Yeah,
like I don't think that's just something you're like. Oh,
so that's something
happy
you
days
could have
are here
very
again.
slightly cut out, and then explaining the possession was one thing, but you explain it, you do research on it, and then you show it. Guess what? You can cut out the other ones and just fucking show us the video recording. You don't have to explain.
Or you can explain it and then show it. We don't need the research part. I'd say 2 out of the 3 is all you need.
Yeah.
Two is for people that...
There's a few things you can cut, but it doesn't dramatically hurt the movie, but you just don't need it.
I was really harsh on one scene that I thought could be cut down. And I'm going to see it again to see if I was actually too harsh, but talking with Groots, he was like, no, I mean, that scene was awesome because the payoff was awesome, but when the detective goes to the house, I feel like some of that could have been condensed.
Oh, to the
original house of the person who passed on, the demon. I'm like, no, that was a necessary scene, and that jump scare was fucking phenomenal because you did not know where that person was coming from, right?
I do like, though, that you get the daughter, and instantly she's like, here's this fucking box with all this shit. And you're like, why is she so weird? Oh, her fucking tongue got cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are aspects of it, but she goes through the whole house like when we saw the first time when we got introduced to the house going down to the mummy.
Yeah.
Right? Because they were like, oh, it's woken up. Because we get introduced to all this stuff, the sarcophagus and everything of the little, of why they need to replace and get the little girl so they have a place to put the demon, right? The whole family. That's the thing. There's a whole ancient history of they trapped a demon way back when.
It's a family tradition to
hold it, to keep it contained.
And the younger, the longer they can hold the demon in there.
So they wanted to actually last a generation without having to do it twice in a lifetime kind of thing. And so we've already been through the house. I feel like there could have been a few minute cut there and still had that impact of, because that's how the crazy lady ended up in the asylum, was she runs out to attack the cop, and that was a big jump scare.
Yeah, that was very unexpected.
Yeah. But we didn't need as much lead up time to get that jump scare.
The lady, the chick that played the fucked up mom does a good job.
Oh, fuck yeah.
She seemed like a fucking witch. She seemed creepy as fuck.
Oh, dude. Her husband in the hook, dude.
Yeah.
The clamp from the fucking top of the sarcophagus. That shit was rad, dude.
I felt pretty good once that is literally the first 5 minutes where it's just like, because they discover, oh shit, Tweety's fucking dead and spewing black liquid. Yeah. We need to go check on the demon. As he started to kill birdies.
But as being one of the first kill, I'm like, oh, It was a good indicator, you're right. But I
Yeah.
thought that was just cool. He's just hanging.
Yeah, once that
He's alive for like...
when the hook goes through the fucking head and lifts you up, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was fucking rad. All right. This is going to wrap it up. Us talking about Lee Cronin's The Mummy. But before we give you our... Well, we've already given you our verdict. So we please ask you go hit us up at lowdownbrown.gmail.com. Did you have plans on seeing it? Did you like Evil Dead Rise enough to want to see another one of his films? If you've seen it, what was your thoughts? Because, like, you know, I enjoyed the shit out of it. It survived chopping block for me. Clearly, we've already given that away. I will probably own a steelbook of this bitch.
And that, see,
God damn it.
that you can say you like it.
I will own a
but
steelbook of this
still
bitch.
book worthy.
Yeah.
And
Like-
when that happens, then you really liked it, all right?
Yeah, I can't.
Like, do you like it or do you really like it?
I can't see going to. So I would like to catch it in standard theater again before it goes out. I can't see going in a second time and liking the movie less.
Yeah.
Just because I saw it. It was opening night. Paul added like shows of the opening night or the night after opening night.
Yeah, no, it was opening. It was opening night.
Yeah,
'cause you know that Thursday.
And it's like, so it's been a while, but I haven't forgotten it. Like it's like the movie stayed with me.
yeah.
And
It was by far a very, very pleasant surprise.
Yes.
And this is after talking to you and Groots, hyping it up. And I was still like, all right, it sounds like it's not, shitty. I had a little more drive to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And I went into it and came out and went, holy shit, that was so much fun. I had no idea.
I don't know why if Groots did it for the same reason, but I intentionally didn't go apeshit on it because I wanted you to get the surprise.
Yeah, y'all definitely, you said.
Toned it down.
Yeah, it was good.
No, I did say it's more violent than the Evil Dead Rise movie.
I understand.
I did say that.
But you were still like, yeah, it was pretty entertaining. It's worth checking out, buddy. It wasn't like, dude, there's some fucked up shit that
I wanted
happens.
you to go in and get surprised.
I'm just, yeah. And that
I did.
Y'all did
Because
a
I
good
did.
job.
I did.
Because you were
Groots
very
did.
reserved in your, yes, I believe you should check out that
It
feature.
changes your experience.
It was enjoyable. And no,
Right?
I went into it and I was like, holy shit. And then I was kind of thrown off because, again, I've heard people bitching about it. And I was like, the fuck's wrong with people? They just not like good horror.
I'm saying, man, like this spits in a specific subgenre box of horror, and it fucking excels at it. Eat a dick.
When
Eat a fucking dick.
When I am motivated to tell people, suggest it to people to see it, that means I enjoy the shit out of it,
Yep.
and I want to pass it on to other people. Like, you're judging, the trailers are pretty fucking weak. Some of the word of mouth's not as strong. You're judging on that stuff. Fuck that. Go see it on your own and make your own decision.
Not a perfect film, but god damn it, it's a fun ride.
Yep.
It's a fucking fun ride. All right, till we talk to you again, embrace the madness.
Join us at GUIPodcast.com.